you sit and look at what they have, and on paper, it's misleading. But everyone's up for it. Even though the Candy Tuskers have lost a couple of games, they've just been there. They've been almost there. So it's hard to pick who's ahead of the rest. And it's very important that teams show up on the day. If not, they're going to fall short and suddenly find themselves in trouble and in a place where you don't want to be found.
And we've got a situation also where all the teams are playing 8 games, so there's plenty of opportunity to really kick in and make sure they get this right. And they can learn initially. They haven't been together for very long, so they can learn initially and make sure they get going as well. OK, I think we can go downstairs now to the toss and join Rashan Abasingha.
Aiboan Sri Lanka. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. And I can tell you it is starting to hot up because we've got 2 unbeaten teams and they are locking horns today. The Vikings, Dambulla Viking and Jaffna Stallion. I don't think I need to introduce these 2 gentlemen. They're very familiar, but Dasun Shanaka, Tisara Pereira, and of course, our match referee, Wendell Lebroy. Who's going to spin the coin? All right. Heads is the call. It's what? It's a tail. All right. What are you going to do?
We are going to bowl first.
Happy bowling first?
Yeah, of course, because the wicket looks so nice, and first 2 games won by chasing the game.
You're happy batting first?
Yeah, good pitch to bat and bowl, so not to worry about that.
Now, both teams are unbeaten. Do you come in with some pressure or excited? I'll start with you.
Actually, so we'll try to give our best, so don't need to put pressure on ourselves. So we will play our good cricket.
Dasun, what about your team?
Of course, there's no pressure at all because, we have to continue our momentum well in this game as well. So we are ready for that.
Tell us about your team.
We got 2 changes, Sudeep Tyagi and Noshad out, Paul Sterling and Apta Balam coming in.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I know that Kasun Rajitha is with you. Any reason? Is he injured? Any reason that he's not playing?
Actually, we know how good he is. Actually, with the combination, it's really hard to get him a game here. So that's the reason.
That's a big call. That's a really big call. Your team?
I have one change from the last match. Usman Shinwari came in for Kailabat.
All right. The news from the centre is Dambulla Viking. They won the toss. And guess what? They're going to bowl first.
OK, Rashan, thanks very much. And also the skippers as well. Russell, that's quite interesting because all the sides so far that won the toss have not won a match in this tournament.
Oh, that's a great stat.
Courtesy of Keith Lane, I've got to tell you.
Yes. But it's a day game. So the equation changes when you consider it against a night game where the dew factor, the ball can skid on later. But in a day game, since the pitch is drier, it can slow up. So it's not a bad thing for anyone to bat first. But the key factor is, as Tisara said, you've got to bat and bowl proper. It's an even competition between bat and ball at the moment.
No Ashada Fernando, he's out for a week.
Yes, so that's no surprises there. There was that unfortunate injury to him. But the other changes have been to balance that team, and they look a lot better than what we saw the other day in terms of the team on paper. OK,
it's a team, or both teams, by the way, have got quite a few all-rounders in their lineup, so we'll have to see how they get underway and how the game unfolds. But, of course, we also need to know how the conditions are in the middle. Let's join Darren Gengar.
Another beautiful day for match 5 of the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League, and it's quite warm, about 31 degrees Celsius. There's a nice wind, not a lot of humidity, and great conditions for playing cricket. In terms of the pitch, well, we've moved further west and we come to a pitch that is looking quite good, light colored, even covering of grass. Amir Sohail will tell us more about what he sees here.
Well, Darren, even though this is a new pitch which is going to be used, but it's screaming, I'm good for batting, even louder. And I think batsmen can actually run amok here again, and it's going to be very difficult for the fast bowler. I can wish them best of luck, but margin of error.
What about the spinners? You think that they will play a part? It looks a little lighter in colour.
They have to really throw the ball in the air to be able to get some purchase from this. Overall, it's a great batting track once again. Like I said before, it's screaming.
Dambulla Viking and this Jaffna Stallion team, well, they will be looking forward to batting here yet again.
Right, the average score so far batting first in this tournament has been 196. The power play average has been 67, so out of the blocks has been impressive. The bowlers got their work cut out. What do you want to see from the bowlers that might be different?
Well, a few more variations and holding their nerve. The bowlers seem to be going away from their plans pretty quickly. You have to understand that sometimes a good ball is going to go. But you have to stick to your strengths. I think there's too much focus on the opposition and not on their strengths to control the teams.
All right, speaking of teams, let's get in there and have a look at the teams that have been selected so far. This is... We've got 4 games into this tournament right now, so this is game number 5. Game number 6 a little bit later. There's the Stallions. Russ first up.
Yeah, they're batting first. Just the one change, Ushman Khan Shinwari in for Kyle Abbott. But other than that, they look strong. They look like they have plenty of depth and options going around. Avishka Fernando outstanding at the top with Bhanuka, Minod Bhanuka, Tom Moores, Shoaib Malik. We know what we get from him all the time. Then there's Dhananjay De Silva, Thisara Pereira, the captain, Hasaranga, and his brother Chaturanga. So that really looks a very good team with Binura Fernando and Duan Olivier to add spice to the bowling.
Okay, Duan Olivier picked up 4 wickets in the last game. The Viking?
Well, Dick Weller and Paul Sterling, he gets a new partner because of the injury to Oshada Fernando.
They need Dick Weller to fire, don't they?
They do. Paul Sterling will contribute with bat and ball. He's a very good cricketer. Upul Taranga, Alam comes in to the team too. Instead of Sudeep Tyagi, there's Samit Patel, who was brilliant the other day. Dasun Shanaka, the captain. Ramesh Mendis, Malinda Pushpakumara, Madhushankar, Anwar Ali and Lahiru Kumar. So they also have plenty of options in their team, but it all comes down to what each individual is going, and it's about taking responsibility as well.
Just one thing, the teams have to get used to playing back-to-back games. I think the Stallions are up again tomorrow, so no Abbott. Is that part of that thinking?
Yes, I believe the Stallions have 3 double headers. They got plenty of fast bowling options, and part of the thinking was to manage them better because it's hard conditions as well. So you want to be trying to be hitting opposition faster.
Okay, good stuff, Russ. Thanks. We'll hear you in the commentary box. Right, time for us to take a break. When we come back, I'll be having a chat to Mickey Arthur. Welcome back. Just a reminder that the Viking have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. Mickey Arthur has joined me as well. Mickey, there's a look at the points table. The Kings and the Viking are sitting pretty at the top, particularly the Kings. They've played very well. They've played 2, 1-2.
Yeah, they've been outstanding so far, and certainly on the back of Andre Russell the other night, Isuru Dana's played well, Chandimal's played well. They look a good team.
You got a story about Andre Russell, actually. Well, just tell us that story about Andre. I mean, what was that, 65 off 19 balls?
65 of 19, I think he got the other night. It was amazing. I was chatting to Isuru Dana. It said to me, Andre Russell told him he only hit 4 balls in the middle.
Welcome back. Just a reminder that the Viking have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. Mickey Arthur is joining us as well. Mickey, there's a look at the points table. The Kings and the Viking are sitting pretty at the top, particularly the Kings. They've played very well. They've played 2, 1-2. He said that in 2016 he said to Andre, he said, gee, Andre, you're a big bloke. Using light bats. What you got to do is get a little bit stronger maybe, but you can use a heavy bat and you can actually use it well, like Chris Gale has always done. He says that changes his game dramatically.
Well, it does. I mean, he's probably the best 2020 player in the world. The thing that he's done so differently is he's gone deeper in the crease. So by him going deeper in the crease, he's been able to get under balls and he clears his front leg, and he's incredible.
That is the fastest ever T20 50. I mean, it was just sensational stuff. It really was. Right, back to this game. What have you liked so far from the teams, and what haven't you liked?
Well, Jaffna Stallions look very, very organised, and they look a good setup. I was really impressed with the shot of Avishka Fernando the other night. His innings showed a hell of a lot of maturity. He got stuck in, absorbed pressure early, and then applied pressure later. And the best thing for me was he was not out at the end. He went through and won the game.
The Vikings?
Vikings, I was really impressed with that partnership with Dasun Shanaka and Samit Patel the other night. I thought Dasun Shanaka played exceptionally well. So I'm looking forward to seeing these two teams go head to head.
I mean, how much, I mean, you're sitting here in the commentary box, right, and you're doing some sterling work with us, but how much is your coaching brain working overtime watching this talent?
No, it's working overtime. It really is, Hazy. Every minute of the day, I'm kind of analysing like a coach and watching to see how best we can build the Sri Lankan 2020 team. And when I see performances like from Ivishka and Dasun the other night, I get really excited.
Yeah, and the other thing, I mean, obviously Dick Weller is someone that we need to get firing here. I mean, they need to get him. He's great for the tournament if he gets going.
He's amazing. His flair at the top of the order is brilliant. We saw that little paddle that he hit. I forget who the opening bowler was, but he hit for 6 the other day. He can do those type of things. The key for him is to take a little bit of a leaf out of Ivishka's book, and when he gets himself stuck in, do the hard yards and go and get a big score, a match-winning score for your team.
Right, we want to hear from him, actually. Let's hear what he's got to say about things so far.
Naroshan Dikwella needs no introduction. Obviously, you've been around Sri Lankan cricket for quite a while. This is the first ever T20 franchise tournament in Sri Lanka. What's your personal view on this tournament?
I think it's a great opportunity for the young players to get that exposure, what we didn't have for a long time for Sri Lanka cricket. And I think it's been a good tournament for so far, and we're looking forward to this game.
Dambulla Viking won their first game, so a clean slate. In terms of your own franchise, what are the strengths you would say about this franchise?
I think when it comes to batting, we have a good batting lineup, and we have to keep wickets in our hand and bat the 20 overs. When it comes to the bowling, I think we did an average job, but we can improve in a lot of areas. But I think everyone has to improve on their fielding, especially all the other teams and our team as well. Dropped a few catches in the last game as well. So I think we have to improve. Everyone have to improve on their fielding.
You got 25 in that first game, but you lost your partner, Ushanda Fernando. What's his status right now?
Actually, I think he's out for a week at least, and a few more players have come to the squad, and I think he'll recover soon and get back to the team.
All the very best to you and your team today.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Right, let's hope he gets going. He's a feisty character. He likes a little scrap in the middle. He'll make a massive difference to the team if he does. Right, let's go to the fast bowling stakes. 4 wickets to Dewan Olafia in the last game. I mean, he wasn't at his fastest, but I guess that wasn't expected first up.
Yeah, no, for him and Carl Abbott, they've come in here cold, really. They haven't bowled. And interesting, Carl Abbott was saying that he hadn't bowled competitively for a year, and that's a hell of a long time for fast bowlers, and it was pretty much the same for Dwayne. What I've liked with the Jaffna Stallions is that they're rotating their bowlers, and in today comes Usman Shinwari. We can see there with Dwayne Olivier, he gets a lot of wickets with the short ball, uses the short ball particularly well because of his extra pace.
You know, the one thing that Dwayne Olivier does, I mean, you like the fact that there's a quick bowler around in T20 that can come in the middle and actually do some serious damage.
Without a doubt. So if you've got a bowler like that, it's gold. You have to have one. The key in 2020 cricket now is taking wickets. You've got to take wickets, because if you don't, teams are going to get 200. If you can strike, it's great for you, and he's a strike bowler.
I would imagine he was pretty happy with the return. He was probably pretty happy with the outing the other day. I'm sure he'd like to find a yard or two because he wasn't at his quickest, but that will do him the world of good. And we might see a better Olivier today. Let's hear from him.
Dwayne Olivier joins me for a chat. First up, congratulations, 4 for 44 in the last game. How would you assess your last bowling performance?
I think I'm pretty happy with the first 3 overs, if I must be entirely honest. I think the last over missed my lengths a little bit, and Afridi got hold of me. So in those moments, it is a small ground. You might go for couples, just try to remain calm and just have a clear plan on what you want to do and what you want to achieve.
Looking back at that last game, you bowled across the 3 phases of the innings, at the start, through the middle, and then in the death. What's ideally your preferred phase to bowling? How would you assess your last bowling performance?
I think I'm pretty happy with the first 3 overs, if I must be entirely honest. I think the last over missed my lengths a little bit, and Afridi got hold of me. So 20 overs, not just 4 overs from one guy. It is a small ground. You might go performance, and if we can couples just try to remain calm and just have a clear plan on what you want to do and what you want to achieve to get the best out of everyone.
Looking back at that last game, you bowled across the 3 phases of the innings. I'm sure you'll be excited to start through the middle and then into the death. What's ideally your last game as a bowler in this tournament? How would you assess your last bowling performance?
I think I'm pretty happy with the first 3 overs. I think it's entirely honest. I think the last over my first game lengths a little bit, and everyone not just 1 year, so it might go take time to get into it, but just try to remain calm. I think for me, and just have a clear plan on what you want to do and what you want to achieve to get the best out of everyone.
Looking back at that last game, you bowled test matches and phases of the innings. I'm sure you'll be excited to start
the bowlers need to learn to as a bowler in this tournament. What he said now, when he gets a tap, he gets a tap. You've got to make sure you slowly go down your pace. 100%. All you want to do is you want to execute your plan. So the length is going to be the best. Hit that length consistently, and then hopefully, if a batsman gives you feedback, it's not your fault. Looking at that track, what do you want to see the bowlers do? I want to see the bowlers change. There's no doubt that the bowlers need to make sure they change the bowlers and general guys and the guys that slow down back around. What he said now, when he gets a tap, he gets a tap. In particular, if you get a bowler from the best, you can use the crease, you can come wide, you can get down stuff. That's the only way you think that all you want to do like here is you want to execute your plan. So you get up and the length is going to be the Stallions. Hit that length consistently. Okay, time for us to take a break. When we come back, looking at that track, what do you want to see the bowlers do? I want to see the bowlers change. There's no doubt that the bowlers need to make sure they change the bowlers and general guys and the guys that slow down back around. What he said now, when he gets a tap, he gets a tap. In particular, if you get a bowler from the best, you can use the crease, you can come wide, you can get down stuff. That's the only way you think that all you want to do like here is you want to execute your plan. So you get up and the length is going to be the Stallions. Hit that length consistently. Okay, time for us to take a break. When we come back, looking at that track, what do you want to see the bowlers do? I want to see the bowlers change. There's no doubt that the bowlers need to make sure they change the bowlers and general guys and the guys that slow down back around. What he said now, when he gets a tap, he gets a tap. In particular, if you get a bowler from the best, you can use the crease, you can come wide, you can get down stuff. That's the only way you think that all you want to do like here is you want to execute your plan. So you get up and Stallions are like okay, time for us to take a break. When we come back, look at that throwback. What you want to see the ball do. There's no doubt that the bowlers change the pace. What he said now, it's a tapping. Stallions are okay, time for us to take a break. When we come back, look at that throwback. What you want to see the ball do. There's no doubt that the bowlers change the pace. What he said now, it's a tapping. Stallions are okay, time for us to take a break. When we come back, look at that throwback. What you want to see the ball do. There's no doubt that the bowlers change the pace. What he said now, it's a tapping. Stallions are okay, time for us to take a break. When we come back, look at that throwback. What you want to see the ball do. There's no doubt that the bowlers change the pace. What he said now, it's a tapping. Stallions are okay, time for us to take a break. When we come back, it's day 4, no game 1, features 2 teams hoping to stay undefeated. What he said now, Dasun Shanagha and Samit Patel's partnership ensured a wicked start for the Vikings. They faced the Stallions, who got off the blocks quickly, with Viiking Fernando leading the charge. Okay, time for us to take a break. There's 2 teams looking for their first win. The Tuskers heads to take inspiration from one of the 2 teams hoping to stay undefeated. The Gladiators skipper Shahid Afridi will look to galvanise his team. Dasun Shanagha and Samit Patel's partnership ensured a wicked start for the Vikings.
Wanakam, hello and welcome to Hambantota, where we have match 5 of the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League against the Dambulla Viking up against the Jaffna Stallions. Earlier we had the toss, Dambulla Viking winning the toss and opting to bowl first. Something that we've seen from teams in previous matches. And we expect that this will be another exciting affair. The first of a double head of matches coming to you. Jaffna Stallions, Wanakam, hello and welcome to Hambantota, where we have match 5 of the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League against the Dambulla Viking up against the Jaffna Stallions. Fernando at the top. Earlier we had the toss and for the Viking winning the toss changes to their sides. Paul Sterling comes in for Charles Fernando. Something that we've seen from teams in previous matches. Player comes in for Tiago. And we expect that this will be another exciting affair. The first of a double head of matches coming to you. It's another beautiful day as the Flyers make their way on. Hello and welcome to Hambantota, where we have match 5 of the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League against the Dambulla Viking up against the Jaffna Stallions. Fernando at the top. Earlier we had the toss and for the Viking winning the toss changes to their sides. Paul Sterling comes in for Charles Fernando. Something that we've seated from teams in previous matches. Expect both teams to win an exciting affair. The first of a double-header matches coming to you. It's another beautiful.
Plenty of interest for the likes of Darren Ganga and Mike Hazeman in this part of the world. Paddy.
The Dambulla Vikings are a very good team, well balanced. William tagged the toss for the Viking wins the toss, which is now Stallions. So comes into Charlotte Fernando and the seated from teams in previous matches. Expect both teams to win an exciting affair. The first of a double-header matches coming to you. It's another beautiful.
Plenty of interest for the likes of Darren Ganga, the two batsmen Vinod Bhanuka and Avishka Fernando, the stars. Controlled the innings really well. Avishka Fernando took it easy at the start.
The Vikings are a very good team, well balanced.
Changed. The game changes well.
William tagged the toss for the Viking wins the toss, which is now Stallions. So comes into Charlotte Fernando and the seated from teams in previous matches. Expect both teams to win an exciting affair. The first of a double-header matches coming to you. It's another beautiful.
In a huddle.
Plenty of interest for the likes of Darren Ganga, two batsmen Vinod Bhanuka and Avishka Fernando, the stars.
Final reminder from the captain what the team is supposed to do. Plenty of energy you could see there. Russell, a question. Are you okay with the decision? Winning the toss and electing the ball on a pitch like this?
I really don't think the toss is going to play a part in this game. But the conditions are good. It looks a very good batting track. And according to the groundsman, it's probably the best pitch on the square.
That's my point. Runs on the board brings pressure. And once you have pressure, anything could happen.
I'm a runs on the board man as well. But the way the conditions are for this afternoon game, it's all about your skills and how you're going to manage each and every situation.
The reason why I asked this question, because in my opinion, Jaffna, Stallions has the best, or you could say well-rounded bowling attack. And he's the one who's going to start the innings. He's got a good strike rate. Average is also decent. He's got a job to do.
Avishka Fernando getting the highest individual score so far in the tournament. He will have a new partner, Vinod Bhanuka, who will get a chance. We spoke about it being important at the start of the innings. Most teams, they've dominated the power play overs. Nahuru Kumara will open proceedings. Fast bowlers, they've found the going very tough in good batting conditions. So consistency will be important, finding the right lengths.
The good thing about him, he bowls economically. Doesn't bowl too many wayward deliveries. He's always looking for the right length and the line.
He's got control, improved with his control, but not compromised on pace. Nahuru Kumara very well built in Sri Lankan terms.
Here we go, first delivery. Short and hammered away. Can't bowl wide on this surface. I'm not quite sure he wanted that length and width as well.
That was a gift, wasn't it? Took all the pressure off from the batsman by offering a bad delivery straight up, and the batsman cashed in.
Usually, Nahuru Kumara gets the angle into the right hand. On that occasion, it didn't happen. Therefore, he was unable to cramp up Avishka Fernando. But you're right. That gives the batsman a breather. The fielders, their heads go down. You can't afford that. Setting the tone is crucial. 67 is the average score in the 4 games we've had in the power play. That's a lot.
Very much so. Higher than what you would consider par in the first 6 overs. You must also give credit to the batting sides and how they've gone about approaching the power play overs.
That's Ravindra Vimalasiri, former first-class cricketer. He's the standing umpire, and his partner at square leg at the moment, Kirti Bandara. Shout out to the third umpire, Ruchira Palliyaguruge.
Gone! Nice length, nice line. Maybe a bit of outward movement and it finds the outside edge. First wicket.
Oh, that's an encouraging sign for the bowlers. A bit of movement off the surface. And that's did the trick.
What about the line? What about the length? That was crucial. Hard ball. Lairu Kumara is that type of bowler who'll hit the deck. If you hit the deck, you get something, but you've got a big fish. Bigger than what you thought. Avishka Fernando for 4. Stallions are 1 down for 4.